kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please, wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
See, where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Ah, you must also be. Teijima has protected this place ever since, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels. But now, all of a sudden, he said, we will gladly apologize if that's the case. Well, we won't.
My opinion, it's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. I can't claim to fully understand it. but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally...
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question... True, but that's not... And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision in the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you But if you can't remember anything... Oh! Maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Teji...
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village.
This looks like Tejima's diary. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going... Seems like your average diary of... Huh? Wait! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The omamori you gave me has faded a little. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
So this is the omamori page. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental...
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept... Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig... It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the omamori and letter belong to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think maybe not. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually? When I think about it like that. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? I shall remain here. And
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you... That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order. But why would they take Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh?
What? We heard the commotion.
I see. You seem... This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us... He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to...
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, my own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree.
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them to top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here in the first place. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any...
He seemed... But we better confirm. Let's go round up. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
No one escapes my sight.
Absorption test.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal. Come on, boss. Think of...
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the Kurosawa? So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside? Was it...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got... But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little...
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here but IOU!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. Or perhaps, there's... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of our... How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been careful. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency, and no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions, if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him I see. That reminds me, it seems that his... Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of... Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless... Let's go talk to Kurosawa again, and see if he can remember anything. What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or it turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could... This sword was once wielded by... I remember once when I was young. I wanted to sneak out with the blade. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many... All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed, and said to me...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hip. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to be taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use are virtue? The Tenryo Commission sees my... And the irony of... I'm incapable...
Yet another... When we get the chance... In any case, we must... Yeah. Fortunately for us, let's go find the... The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
disciples.
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him. But then we...
Please. You haven't arrived at the best of time. I see. Sensei's, though self-taught, he once said, and so. But then...
Not long ago, he says the strange Junya and I... But if I'm...
The Grand Naru...
You haven't heard of it? Not that we'd have it. So don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So...
Shh. So you decided to come just now. When she asked him who, it looked like he was in. All the while he kept. One of them was Sensei wouldn't stop the ritual. Please, excuse.
Huh? Who's that? We won't let them... Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicion...
How? Unless...
excuse... And what are you...
Bad news? I don't care to...
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, because I don't... When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun practitioner, but Domon was... Sensei scolded. I thought so. Only then he was...
Sure sound...
Because until of all the disciples, Domon's arrived later. After that, So, I decided... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Still...
Does that mean he...
Nanako.
I am sorry, but spirit and all is...
Lady...
The head shrine... Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the I am unable to say...
Excuse me.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai...
Do you mean to say that...
No. That's not what I meant. I just mean this is Lady... Given that you've traveled all this way...
Sure! Who knows? Do you think? Also, is it?
Keep away. I gave up the...
As you can see, Domon has persisted.
Lady Yai, this is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. But, yeah, unable to cope as one who is... As for what has...
Stripped of...
Your school stillness of mind, freedom from... There was once... Then... Lady Yai, it requires one to take only a deep commitment when that ambition Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that... Did he follow us the whole...
Hansai. You're here.
You're right to it. It's been so... I don't think... Now I know, but that is no
But what if one day I put everything I... If there's a chance they'll...
Have you asked them?
Sensei, I can't know. I want to keep...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is... So... You are not in the same...
I'm sorry to have made you... I no longer have the resolve to become the... But as your son, this is my promise.
You can count on... But... well...
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler?
So, the wind that... For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to... She seems to...
Child isn't slacking off.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
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 Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? In the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, The lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd place my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree. Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the shogun's decisions. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the shogun's sudden decision to issue.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to—
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity.
So what are we gonna—
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine art. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter— Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison— By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagano—
The books were more interesting in the past.
I won't let you down!
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble. If you think you're elemental believe me, you're not the first of—
Can't you make—
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch— Psst! Hey! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention.
Come on! This way!
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble! Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too, but if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu...
Whoa, talk about a reliable source!
Not bad, huh?
Time to break him out!
Perhaps this is...
Naganohara's fireworks are the best in Inazuma!
Well, perhaps this is karma.
Now that we're inside...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want... We should split...
Yes. Talk about a big door! It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Animo hypostasis emulate. Stand clear.
Leave it all to me.
I dare
you. Someone needs...
hold back.
Steady as stone.
Clear, cut. Watch your step. Bested. Who goes there?
I must leave no stone unturned.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Absorption test.
Show me what you've got.
No escape. Enhanced animal module 70.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
I dare you. Allow me. To strike first. A word. Oh. Get them. Don't hold back. I dare you.
Windblade!
Animo test 6308. Absorption test. Yeah. Go,
Watch
go.
your step.
Leave it all to me.
Get them. Flash. Show me what you've got.
Go with the wind!
Show me what you've got.
Stand clear.
Allow me to strike first. Show me what you've got. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Get them.
Absorption test. Let it rain. Swirl, Mark 2.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I've lost. Teach me a lesson. Show me what you've got. Don't hold back.
Disappear! Windblade!
Animo test 6308. Stand clear. Not so hard!
Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
Allow me to strike first. Cut.
Absorption test. No one escapes my enhanced animal module 7.
Leave it all to me.
Wind Blade!
Show me what you've got.
Animo test 6308.
I've been tested. Train harder.
I must leave no stone unturned. Ha! Huh. Leave it all to me. Huh? Yeah. I'll catch up.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
Oh no! If we don't come up with a way to break him up...
Hey, you there!
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well... If you are unashamed...
Yes,
Hey, this Yoimiya...
Who is that? Quick, go and
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Huh? Was that Nick?
It sounded like...
Quick, let's hurry!
The fire...
Fireworks aren't just...
Whoa!
Well, fireworks are my craft after...
Look, the coast is clear.
Someone needs assistance.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu,
Come on! Oh.
Yes. He's in serious condition. But remember, Once he's recovered...
Well...
Phew. We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able... Right, Kujosara. It seems that... How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the vision hunt. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no... If our true motives were ever divulged...
True. Though if you ask me, we are now one step closer to victory. And you're turning out to be...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my... Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us.
You do present a good... Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot.
A hot pot game?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes. Anyone who gets fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to... Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather. This is already shaping.
Oh, my stomach. It feels like Yoimiya.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically.
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon. Hold up, my life is starting to.
You've only got yourself to blame.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot. Ugh.
I must apologize. To be
Uh-oh, I'm definitely not a.
You know, Toma.
Perhaps I did. I think my luck. So without further.
Oh, bro.
Yes, and with the extra.
Let's all take downtime. Is I'll tidy things.
There's gonna be a.
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma.
The books were more interesting